Hello students, I am Subham sir, your physics teacher. Today we will know about matter. Matter is the first chapter of our syllabus of class 6 physics. So, at first we need to know what is physics. Physics is the subject that deals with the laws of nature. That means all the natural activities can be explained with the help of physics. We can also say that physics is the science of matter and energy, their properties and interactions in various fields. Okay, that means physics is the science of how things work. So, to understand physics, we need to know what is matter because physics deals with the matter and energy. So, what is matter? We see various objects in the world like tables, chairs, doors, shops, bread, butter, water, man, mobile, pen, book, etc. All these things are different, but there is one commonality between these objects. All these objects are matter. So, now the question is, what is matter? I have a pen in my hand, you are sitting on a bench. Can we say that the pen or the bench is a matter? Yes, we can say that. But how? Actually, the definition of matter is a thing that occupies space and has mass is known as matter. Okay. So, the pen or the bench has a perfect mass, we know that. And if we place the pen in a table, then what will happen? It will occupy a particular space. So, according to the definition of matter, we can say that the pen or the bench is a matter. Clear? Now, what is mass? From the knowledge of previous classes, we know that mass is a measure of the amount of substance or matter that makes up an object. We know that. And its units are kg and gram. We know that. Kg means kilogram actually. Actually, mass measures the quantity of matter, isn't it? So, can we say that love, hatred, they are matter? No, they are not matter. We know that they haven't any mass or they cannot occupy any space. We use these words to express our emotions only. So, they are not matter. They are actually emotions. Clear? And there are total 4 investigations in your book from which we can conclude that solids, liquids, gases all have mass and they occupy space. Clear? From investigation 1.1 we can conclude that solids and liquids have mass. This is a spring balance. Now we have to make a beaker shaped pot from the lower part of a old plastic bottle like this. This is the beaker shaped pot. Okay, now we will suspend this beaker from the hook of the spring balance with the help of a strong thread like this. Clear? Then we will note the weight of the beaker. After that we have to fill the beaker with sugar. Then we will observe that the spring balance will show more weight. Why? As the weight of the filled beaker is greater than the empty beaker, so we can say that sugar has also a particular weight, isn't it? And we know that weight is also related to mass. If anything has weight, then it also has a mass. So we can conclude that sugar has mass. Now if we place milk or water in place of sugar, then we will observe the same thing. So we can say that they also have mass. So from this investigation we can conclude that solids and liquids both have mass. Clear? Now in case of investigation 2, we have to make a simple balance with a ruler, string and hanger in such a way that the ruler hangs horizontally below the hanger. This is the apparatus and the ruler is hanging horizontally below the hanger, is not it? Now we have to tie two large and same sized balloon to the ruler in such a way that the ruler level and the balloons are balanced. That means the ruler will not bend in any side. Okay, the air inside the balloon takes up place, is not it? Now if we make holes in the red balloon, okay, with a pin or needle, then the air inside the red balloon will escape. After that, we will notice that the ruler will bend or tilt down toward the green balloon, which still contains air. Okay, this is happening because the balloon containing the air has more mass than the empty balloon, is not it? And we know that from the basic concept of measuring, the ruler will bend towards the object having higher mass. So we can conclude that air has mass. And there are another two investigations in your book, investigation 1.3 and investigation 1.4, which suggests that liquids, solids and gases occupy space. Read it in your home, you will easily understand it. Okay.